video is made for entertainment purpose, not trying to offend anyone. Thank you.
Good, and they were madly deeply in love until 4 months later when she texted him that we need to talk. Now, all of us know what follows that. It's drastic, sad, and dramatic. तूने क्या कर डाला, मर गई मैं, रुट गई मैं, तेरी दीवानी, and it is strange how it gives meaning to all weird lyrics of sad songs. कि क्या आपने उस थर्ड स्टैंजा के सेकंड शेर में सुना कि शायद ये फरमा रहे हैं कि, but here the guy had no clue. And it mostly happens in all kind of relationships that one person has zero clue. He's clueless that what actually happened and where they went wrong. And it's mostly guys, while the other side, which is mostly girls, are like, I saw the signs since the beginning. Signs? Beginning? Okay, so you didn't notice that I wasn't liking your Facebook post? No. And I was taking longer to reply you? Why? Intentionally? Okay, and you haven't noticed that we haven't been talking since last year? No? Okay, now that you mention it, that's because I was in US. Wait, what? When did that happen? And I'm getting married next month. No way. And yeah, and the worst part is that this guy got dumped. And doesn't we all get dumped at some point of our life? Wait, you think you never got dumped? What about the time when that Uber driver said no to you? कि भैया राइड कैंसिल कर दीजिए so that you could charge for the waiting charges? Okay, that's the difference between us. That I have the audacity to admit it. And I hate those people who are like, no, it was a mutual decision. Okay, mutual my foot. No, fuckers, it's never a mutual decision. What, you decided, you both decided that he should see better girls who are, because you weren't good enough? It's always a need for a speed game, like whoever texted, we need to talk. One. And you all are like Wakarzaka show's contestant. कि when they get kicked out of the show, they're like, नहीं मैं तो वैसे ही छोड़ के जाने वाला था, मुझे नहीं चाहिए फेम, मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है. But worse when you get dumped for a person who's clearly worse than you, a fucking piece of shit. And I'm not even saying this metaphorically or out of jealousy. And I know I have seen Mirror, and I know I'm no prize. But if you are leaving Samsung, at least go for an iPhone. What is this Oppo phone you're doing with? A rebound? No battery life? Does it last longer? But it gets more confusing when you don't know how to react. The half of you is like, yes, he's with a loser, and one day he'll realize how important I was. I mean, what a gem I was in his life, and he's gonna miss me. But the other half of you is like, if he dumped you for this loser, that makes you a okay, no overthinking. It's the first shot. It's the first shot. We all know that. But okay, now generally, what are the reasons of breakup? It's like mostly family issues or caste differences or loss of interest. But you know how some people are different. So this friend of mine was in a 3-year relationship, and the first year the guy was like very scared of commitment, and she always went like, it's okay, we're so young and we will go with the flow and blah blah blah. And like in the third year, this guy gets up with all this courage, and while he wanted to get married, she wanted to stay happy. And like for the cherry on the top, this guy is now engaged with a girl who he used to call Behen for, but like between all this time. But that's not a problem, that's casual here in Pakistan. But the second time it gets really worse when her boyfriend actually forget to tell her about their breakup for 2 fucking days. Like, what are you, Bill Gates? But anyway, you know where I was all this time? Like, I saw the signs since the beginning. But I kid you not, guys. These two fucking factors, love and hate, will boost your creativity to an extent that will help you create anything in this world. But But heartbreak, the strongest feeling of depression, when you hit your rock bottom, that's where you know what want to do in life. And I'll guarantee that the greatest masterpieces in history were made after a heartbreak. Either it be Alexander, Shakespeare, Shah Jahan, or Ghalib. They all are showing scars through their creativity and telling this world that that's the energy that drives them crazy, and they're not shy about it. Nothing will change this world. These monks, gurus, love, life, books, guidances, that's not gonna change this world, but this emotion that you have inside you when you're standing on the edge and have nothing to lose, and on that cliff where you decide the pattern of your life, either you fall or you fly, and with no fear but expressions and expressions, love, hate, power, all of that, that's where you interrogate what you actually want. It's a blessing, a heartbreak.